All right, folks. Welcome to Metro Airways again. I stopped counting how many people how many viewers I have. I hadn't been on there in a while, but anyway, today I was talking to a fella, and we were talking about how, here in the United States, we never take responsibility for our own actions or anything like that, including religion. A lot of times in religion, people they use so-called Jesus or whatever, martyring themselves, so they don't have to take responsibility for their own actions and all this kind of stuff. But anyway, I was telling this guy, I said, yeah, man, there was this one dude. He was like, he had to be almost pushing a little over 400 something pounds. And this guy and his wife, she made it no better. This guy, he would sit there and he could eat enough that would feed a family of 4 for like a week. Like in the mornings, his over-condescending wife, she would make him like 7 eggs, half a pound of bacon, a big, we used to call them Jethro bowls, because Jethro from the Beverly Hillbillies had these giant bowls. She would fix him a big bowl of cereal, and I mean, like half a loaf of bread, toast and butter and all that kind of stuff. So he would sit there and eat that. Then at lunch, she would make him like a pack of hot dogs, and big cherry pie. I mean, you get the idea. But it was funny because he told somebody, he said, yeah, he said, I'm really trying to lose weight. He said, instead of eating 2 packs of hot dogs, I only eat 1 now. And plus, I drink a healthy diet soda. So this dude, he would eat like this, or eat like this, or eat like this all all the time. His wife would go to the store and buy all this stuff. She would buy all these Krispy Kreme donuts and all that kind of stuff. And plus, he also smoked. He smoked like a fucking chimney. I mean, this dude could smoke like a carton of cigarettes almost a day. So his health was really bad, as you can imagine, and it got to the point where he could barely walk. I mean, he was in a wheelchair and he had tubes in his nose, and last time he seen his pecker was like, he didn't even remember. And he was so big his wife couldn't even see it either. But it didn't matter because it didn't work anyway, because of his cholesterol and his blood pressure and all that kind of stuff. So he was on every colored medication you can think of. I mean, from fuchsia to damn bright purple to, I mean, and every color in between and other color spectrum. So one day, the dude, he was sitting in his wheelchair and he just fell over. I mean, his heart stopped, his livers just fucking gave up. I mean, that the sludge that was supposed to be blood was like clogging up his arteries and all this kind of stuff. So they got to the hospital. The doctor told him, told the woman, said, look, your husband is in bad shape. I mean, he's lucky he made it this far. And she asked what's wrong. He said, well, first of all, clogged arteries, bad heart, kidneys, liver, diabetes. They might have to take his legs off, all that. They might have to give him a catheter and all that kind of stuff. So the first thing that the woman did after going to see him laid out in that bed was went to a lawyer. And she told the lawyer, she said, I want to sue the tobacco company. I want to sue Krispy Kremes for making donuts so tasty that you tempt people to eat them. I want to sue PepsiCo for making pop, and they claim it's supposed to be sugar free, but it's still dangerous. I want to sue Nabisco for making tasty Oreos. I want to sue Hostess for making Twinkies so delicious, all that. She wanted to sue everybody. So the lawyer, I mean, he thought about it. I mean, he was one of these shady kind of lawyers. So he said, well, you know what, that you really shouldn't sue anybody, because it's your responsibility. Who fed him all this bacon and cakes and all this kind of stuff? She said, well, that don't matter. I'm an American. I don't have to take responsibility. And it was kind of funny, the guy laughed. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of funny, but in a way it's kind of true. I mean, every time I turn on the news, that's why I pretty much stopped watching national news and all this kind of stuff, because you know, people are in America, it seems like they're not taking responsibility for their actions. I mean, it's everybody else's actions. When kids act a fucking fool, it's the parents, you know. But they tell the parents you can't whoop the child's ass. Like when we grew up, our mother and my mother and my aunt, they would whoop our ass. If we did something stupid where we deserved it, we got our ass whooped. Same with my children. You know, I whooped their little butts. So I mean, it's sad and scary at the same time that we've gotten to a point where personal responsibility is like it's not, you know, it's not even an option anymore. I mean, you know, you can just find somebody else to blame. So I don't know. Eventually, hopefully, it'll get better. The way things look, and it's not. And that reminds me too. I was watching something on the news. I think it was it CBS News? But it don't matter. They're all the same. But they did a story of this woman, and the guy, he had a hidden camera, and he had the hidden camera. Him and the woman was working together. He had the camera on his back, and he was filming all these you know, these guys' reaction when she walked down the street. You know, she had a pair of jeans, you know, kind of snug jeans, a nice snug shirt, and so these guys were saying, "Ooh, baby," you know, saying little things like that, and and I was like, you know, and they was like, this is disheartening and all this kind of stuff. And and I was looking at that, and I told my, you know, a friend of mine, I said, but I mean, what you expect? She was hot as hell. I mean, she was fucking hot. And I'm like, now they're making, you know, they're making a big deal about things that happened, you know, been happening for years and stuff like that. But I mean, that didn't have nothing to do with it. I just had to get that out. But anyway, it seemed like we're at to a point now where personal responsibility means nothing. I mean, you know, you need somebody to blame. Where's that coming from? I'm not sure. It might be political correctness, which is bullshit. But I mean, who knows? I mean, hopefully, I mean, things will change. But I mean, who knows? It's getting to the point now. You just need to watch. So you need to watch what you say and all this kind of stuff. Like I was watching a couple guys online. I like watching, especially like the atheist videos. But I was watching like Tommy Sotomayor, and they're really fucking with him. I mean, this brother, he gets on and he tells, you know, these people, especially black women and weak black men, that they need to take responsibility. And you know, and he's coming under a lot of fire, and there's a couple other people that's coming under fire too. But I don't know. Eventually things will get better. Who knows? Well, that's my little too long rant. Thanks for watching. And like I said, if you like it, you can subscribe. If you want to leave comments, you just leave comments, because I could use the criticism. Criticism is good, as long as it's productive. And well, that's it. Maybe next time. And I'm gonna do that. I've been promising to do a video about Sandy and God. I haven't got around to it yet, but I'm working on that. So, you know, to those 38 or 40 something now that like my stuff, just stay tuned.